They are.
Go right.
Cavalry, yeah, can you see it coming?
Bring them all together.
What are you talking about? It's on the left-hand side.
That's it, attack.
Attack, let's go. You see them?
There's one attacking, bring it.
Disco lights.
Victory imminent. Victory imminent.
Attack this one.
You seem surprised.
Yeah, you're there, you're now, you're attacking now.
Oh my god, how did you do that?
Well done.
Right. Thank you.
How do you put these guys on? Well done, guys.
Nice one.
Well done.
Guys.
All right.
Oh, well done, mate. Well done, sweetheart.
Nice to fall out.
Well done,
All
Cal.
right,
Put her on your
all
name.
right. You're not in the locker room now.
Come on. We'll go there.
The refreshing thing is when teams lose, they often come up here just after the battle, bewildered. They don't understand why they lost. But with you, you won, and you seem surprised.
There just look like there were so many more people, which
They've
is
got
why
loads
I'm
of people. That's
surprised
why I'm
that
surprised we won. That's
all
why
of
I
a
was
sudden
panicking
won.
about the numbers, because I was like...
Because it's like we're getting very small.
Dots and they've got hundreds of reds. So.
Well, you made them run away.
Oh, that's good. It's because they all had conscripts, didn't they, from everywhere else?
But maybe Sol and Eric upstairs can come down and explain not only that, but what happened in the real battle. What do you reckon?
These guys were brilliant. Eddie, these guys were amazing. Kirsten came up with the idea of concentrating on the left. She came up with that almost out of nowhere. Up leaps this idea from Kirsten, concentrate on the Theban left against that greatest strength. Anita then says, and include the Theban sacred band. Take the first team, include them, and I really wish you'd kept pushing that and said commit them right away. Start with the first team, but you didn't. At the critical moment of the battle, though, Anita is shouting, put our elite troops in, put in the Theban sacred band, put them in. And everybody else is paying attention to other things. It was absolutely the right thing to do. And we were praying that Anita would go ahead and do it on her own hook. And sure enough, Anita says, sod the rest of you, I'm putting the key troops in at the key moment, at the key place, and that helps win you guys the battle.
Oh, shucks.
Now, when the actual engagement began, again, it was going beautifully. You took the Spartan elite not only from the front, but also from the rear. It's always the best way to do things in life, you know, generally. But the Spartans are so formidable that they were actually fighting off both those troops, and that was the point where you needed to move the rest of your army up. It was the crucial moment.
You took advantage of your high-tech equipment here to hold back the sacred band. And the fact that you stuck to your plan meant that it didn't matter if it all went badly on some unimportant corner of the battlefield, because at the key point and at the key time, you guys were strong, and that meant that you guys won.
Woohoo.
Now, does it make sense?
Yes.
Thank you.
OK, let's have a look at what really happened. Gentlemen, show us in your own inimitable fashion. You might want to stand out of the way. Sometimes Alec gets quite animated when he's doing this. People have been on crutches for weeks after this.
All right.
So the Spartans have caused this war. They've marched all the way from Sparta to take out the Thebans. They know that they have the more formidable troops. They are absolutely convinced that the Thebans probably won't even fight, and therefore they're sort of lackadaisical on the actual day of the battle.
Now, the Spartans see all this cavalry out here. The Spartan cavalry are a pack of losers, but the Spartans throw their cavalry out in advance of their line as well. And then the Theban cavalry goes in against them, and they just knock the Spartan cavalry, and the Spartan cavalry charges back through the Spartans' own lines, and they disrupt their own infantry because they're so useless.
As you noticed, the key Spartan troops are on the right flank, and the reason is that they're trained to wheel inwards. They know they're going to win their side of the battlefield, and once they've won it, they're going to drive in on the rest of the Theban army. It doesn't work in this battlefield, and Eric's going to explain why. But first, they begin the advance towards the Theban troops.
Now, Epaminondas, the commander of the Thebans, takes all of his combat power and concentrates it on his own left. You guys did this as well. It was a stroke of inspiration, and the Theban sacred band is right up there in the front, his professional soldiers. At the key moment, Epaminondas takes this massive concentration of Theban combat power and drives it right through the Spartan right,
Okay.
disintegrating the key bit of the Spartans' army. And the Spartans at that point are unable to recover and take control of the battlefield.
Now, history tells us that this won the battle. Cleombrotus was killed, and once more of his men were finished, the rest of the army was going to disintegrate, and the battle was effectively over.
Well, look, thank you all very much for that. You've been great at playing this. Fantastic victory. My apologies for that thing with Alex's leg. Thanks for playing. Very well done.
In the historical Battle of Leuctra, the Theban victory signalled the end of Spartan dominance of the region. While Cleombrotus died on the battlefield, history remembers Epaminondas as one of the great Greek generals. His victory at Leuctra signalled the start of a short period of Theban ascendancy, which ended with his death in battle 9 years later.